Welcome back, people of YouTube. We got a ton of pickup videos today. First thing I'm gonna start with is some stuff I forgot from the last video, where we picked up the big Fallout helmet from the yard sale. I also got these Pokemon 24. I don't know if they're 24 karat gold, 23 karat gold plated Pokemon cards. If y'all ain't never seen them, they look like so. The stands, that one's still in the wrapper. They all had their boxes. Got Poliwhirl, Togepi, Jigglypuff. So we got all these guys. These are for my wife. She's super excited to add these to her pile of Pokemon junk. Next up, which I'm going to start a little video of me and my wife walking around. About every 3 or 4 months, the Cape Fear Pop Culture Cape Fear Pop Culture Fest. They do. It used to be mostly video games. Now it's not. Now it's. I was actually kind of disappointed today, but it was called the Trick or Treat Fest, the one they do around Halloween. It was mostly, well, I'll do a voiceover in the video, which we'll cut to here. So everybody, this is the Cape Fear Pop Culture Fest, the one they do around Halloween. I don't want to like diss it, but I'm into video games and action figures and stuff like that. My wife's into Funko Pops and other kind of little knick-knack stuff. Basically all is here is this go around was comic books. There's like one dude with action figures, one guy with records, one with like movies and stuff. I think there was like 2 people with video games. So like, I don't know. This is probably like the most disappointing one I've been to in a while. And I don't want to like bag on them because I knew it takes a lot of effort to put these things together. I mean, everything's nice and neat and clean and organized, and everybody's nice. I know the vendors, they do a good job. The ones that are there. But if you're looking for video games, you're gonna be kind of disappointed. That's why it's not much video. There's only a couple little shots of some video games, and I literally only bought one game from here, and it just wasn't much to choose from. And like the guy we're looking at right here, I mean, he's at every one I go to, so it's just seeing all the stuff. These are cool, the Lego minifigs and stuff. And that's about it. I think at the end of this video, we're just we'll have like some Dave and Buster walkthrough, just kind of capping off on our day. I think we spent about 14 hours out today. Went to 2 different towns, like 2 hours apart. I mean, we enjoyed ourselves. We ate a lot of food, had a good time, spent money, bought things adults shouldn't be buying, but it is what it is.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, what we got at the Pop Culture Fest is what I'm going to call it. Not a whole lot. There just wasn't a whole lot of video games. I picked up Bleach, Shattered Blade on the Wii. I hope you guys can hear me better now. I actually bought some better mics. The other thing, you guys probably figured out by now, I collect Sonic the Hedgehog stuff, and I'm trying to collect the Sonic comic books. So I picked up some of those. And you'll see the prices on these. This is not what I paid. They let me get all these for $30, which I thought was a pretty good deal. Well, they're all the Archie Comet ones, which newer Sonics like IDW, I believe. Some I'm gonna work on. I'm not like gonna kill myself or anything to get Sonics or go massively in debt. Which I don't go in debt for any of this stuff. If I can't buy it outright, I just don't buy it. Alright, next up, continuing on our day. Alright, continuing on with our day, we went and picked up some stuff, got that from Second and Charles, which is from the Song of the Deep, which is a PS4 game. I pretty much only do video game related Funko Pop stuff and Sonic, which Sonic's video game related. Sticking with the theme, went to one of the local game stores in town. Hopefully y'all can fit in a frame here. But I got a Nintendo Power with Sonic on the front and a Electronic Gaming Monthly, which was factory seal. I had the wrapper on it. I took it out because I wanted to look at it. I don't leave anything sealed for the most part. While we're there, I also picked up which actually gave this to me for free. Shout out Game Giant, Wilmington, North Carolina. The Street Fighter 2 VHS like demo thing they sent out back in the day for the Sega Genesis version of Street Fighter 2. So I thought it was pretty cool. They threw it in. They threw it in because I purchased the Sonic Mega Collection on GameCube, which I'm trying to get all the Sonic games on GameCube. And Shadow the Hedgehog on GameCube. Player's Choice. Which Player's Choice don't bother me either way. Where are we at? Next up, we stopped at Goodwill, and they had some games. They're not good, but they had games, which is just nuts in general. The Hasbro Family Fun Pack. Got the Astrobot PS4 game, the one that cries VR. Everybody's favorite. Dora saves the Snow Princess, and not to be left out, we got Go Diego Go's Safari Rescue. Balloon Pop. Baja 1000. Score International Baja 1000, the official game. And Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey. I apologize, you'll hear my wife as usual. When these games are like $2 and I don't have them, I mean, to me it's almost, if the cases are nice, it's almost worth buying them just for the cases. Next up, GameStop doing the buy two get one deals. I think, yeah, all this stuff is GameStop except for one. One is an empty case. Because here's what happens when you go to GameStop now. First off, this is not a GameStop one. This came from like a record store. But I am starting to collect Dreamcast, which is my favorite system. It's about time. But speaking of GameStop, you know, they got the buy two get one. And I picked like 6 games. Half of them are like carved up on the back. I mean, beyond resurfacing. This one was out there because I was just trying to find a game to fill out, you know, my get one free. And they had no game. It wasn't even in their system, so they just let me have the case, which is good because I believe I have that game without the case. Picked up Vanishing Point for Dreamcast. We got Fanatica and Rugrats Royal Ransom for the GameCube. Didn't really want this, but I was kind of scrambling after like 4 or 5 games. Like one of them was like Soul Calibur for the Dreamcast. It looked like somebody drug it down the freaking highway. So that was a no-go. At a different GameStop, we got Croc 1 for the PS1, Croc 2 for the PS1. If you didn't know, Argonaut Software did these, and originally they're the ones that did like Star Fox and the FX chips and all that kind of stuff for Nintendo. They pitched this to Nintendo because they wanted to do a Yoshi game, and Nintendo turned it down, so they turned it into Croc. And we got Dirges Cerberus Final Fantasy VII PS2, which peeled off the sticker that somebody already halfway peeled off and messed it up. The last game from today, which we have more games coming up, is Mischief Makers for the N64, a game I've been wanting for a long time. I think it's Treasure that makes this, which made a whole lot of awesome games. I think Ikaruga's a Treasure game. I'm drawing a blank right now. There's a running gun on the Sega Genesis. I cannot think of the name of it right now. Holy crap. This is so sad I can't remember that. I'll think of it in a minute. Alright, next stack of games. These are all PS5. Well, except for the first thing I'm going to show. First thing I'm going to show is the pack of Amiibo cards, which I think my wife got for $6 on eBay. And these things are $40 for whatever reason. I'm a Street Fighter fan, and she just got it for me as a gift. So, I love you, honey. Thank you. On the PS5 stuff. We got, was it Radu? The remastered The Mystery of the Soulless Armies. I believe it was a PS2 game. I'm a Sega fan, so Atlas kind of falls in there. I always try to get the Atlas stuff. My wife likes Agatha Christie, so I got Agatha Christie, the Hercule Poirot. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that. The London Case. And Agatha Christie, ABC Murders. And there's another one that's out there, which I'll get her for. Probably for some kind of holiday or something. I got this for $10 at Walmart. Dragon Age the Veilguard. I do like Dragon Age, even though this got a lot of bad publicity for being woke or whatever. One of my favorite games is the Sea of Stars. So, The Messenger is set in the same world as the Sea of Stars. So, I really wanted to pick that up, and it was like $10, I think, on Woot.com. And speaking of Woot, my wife's into horror games. I think this is a horror game. It is Slitterhead, the Day 1 edition. Nesting in the Red Light District. Not 100% sure what it was. Again, on Woot, they're pretty cheap. So while I was there, got that for my wife. My wife's a big horror game fan, so I try to keep her into horror games. Next up is me buying more toys. Sonic and DC is doing a big crossover right now, which I do want to get the comic book stuff, but Target carries all these, and I don't have a Target near me. So when I go out of town, there is one. I really, really want to get all these, so I just kind of went nuts and got everything, which is what credit cards are made for. So yes, I did go in debt for this, but not too much, so I'll have it paid off directly. But first up is the big pack, which on this one I'm not going to open. It's going to stay in there. I'll probably eventually open the singles, but right now there is no Batman Shadow one, or Shadow has Batman, or however you want to say it. So it's kind of tempting, but I know in Wave 2 they're going to have him with the Batmobile, which I'm freaking looking forward to. I don't even like DC. I just think this is really cool. Plus, if I was going to pick my favorite DC superhero, is definitely Flash, and it's kind of cool that Flash and Sonic's the one that's crossing over. So we got that. Next up are some of the singles. We got Silver as the Green Lantern. We got Amy Rose and Wonder Woman. And then we got the old Flash, Sonic the Hedgehog. Like I said, I think these things are freaking cool. But on top of that, not only is Jakks Pacific doing the old crossover thing, so on our theme here, and Target carries all these in case anybody's looking for them. The hardest one to get, these are the Funko Pop versions of the DC Sonic crossovers. We got Sonic the Hedgehog as the Flash. We got Shadow as Batman. We got Silver, the Green Lantern. You got Knuckles as Superman. You got Tails as with Cyborg. And then Amy Rose as Wonder Woman. I think these are freaking cool. The hardest one to get was Sonic. I actually had to get I went to 2 different Targets in 2 different towns. I had to get an employee to look for that, and they had them in the back. And she didn't really want to go get it.
Are you fucking with me?
But talked her into it. Alright, now let's slide these out the way. While I was at Target, I saw some other Sonic Funko Pops I didn't have. So first up is the Silver that has the glitter crap all over it. We got Buccaneer Shadow. We got Sonic with Hero Chow, which we got that for GameStop. They were having a deal when we needed another one, and my wife couldn't decide on one. I was like, what is a Sonic I don't have? And Solid with Caliburn, which is from Sonic and the White Knight, I believe. I think that's called it. The Black Knight. I'm sorry. I should know this. I got it somewhere. It's up under this table. That is it, everybody. I'm going to leave you with footage. We also went to Dave & Buster's, so it'll just be footage of us kind of just walking around, so you can see what's in a Dave & Buster's. If you're going to go to Dave & Buster's, go when the stuff's half off, because it is wicked expensive. We just got some food and $10 cards, and you can literally play like 3 or 4 games, and then you're out of money. But, as always, thank you guys. Like and subscribe. And until next time, everybody, keep playing your games.